It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today as we start a brand new week on the channel. You have arrived on a Monday, and like normal, we are making it a Metal Monday, and I'm happy that you are here because I have my new metal shirt on, y'all. This is a new shirt that we have available in our merch store. Check that out, y'all. Metal makes Mondays better, everybody. I wanted to make sure that it looked as good in person as I thought it was going to look, and indeed, I very much enjoy it. So these are available in our merch store. I encourage you to get one if you would like. So today, Monday, Metal Monday, what do? Right? We're going back to System of a Down, and we're going to be listening to Sugar, which was their very first single release. This is my fifth time, though, taking a look at their music on the channel. We started with BYOB in episode 270. Sadly, that episode is now blocked, but it is available on my Patreon if you want to take a look at that. We have since taken a look at Chop Suey and Aerials and the title song from their second album, Toxicity. And I've been really intrigued by this band's sound, and so I am eager to listen to music from this self-titled debut album for the very first time. It was released in 1998, and like I said, Sugar was their very first ever single, released on May 24th of that year. They had a lot of success with this opening single, and it led to them being invited to tour with Slayer. They also toured with Metallica, and they appeared pretty early on in their career at Ozfest, which propelled them even further towards superstardom. They had formed a few years earlier, back in 1995, and they had trouble getting a record company to take a chance on them. They had built a pretty loyal fan base in the Los Angeles area, but their politically charged music just was a little bit of a risk to these record companies. But they got someone to sign with them, and they ended up recording this self-titled debut album at Sound City in Van Nuys, California, a really famous recording studio, and they had Rick Rubin producing for them. So I am eager to hear what this is all about. We've got Serge Tankian on lead vocals, keyboards, and samples. Darren Malakian is on the guitars and backing vocals. Shavo Odagian is on the bass, and John Dolmayan is on the drums. For our purposes today, I'm going to be watching the official music video for this song, which thankfully came out while MTV was still airing music videos. So this is going to be fun. Let's take a look at Sugar from System of a Down. Off we go.
Good evening. I'm Erica Lost.
Good evening.
NATO forces bombed Serbia and Kosovo. An unidentified man is being held for questioning by the FBI for suspected links to last month's biological
I remember seeing that
virus
actor
deaths.
back in the day.
Local news, a
I don't
dog
remember
named
where,
Hero
though.
takes the grand prize at the annual... I wish I could tell you more pertinent news. But we're in a rating system here, and the key factor is...
Uh-oh.
sensationalism. They've got you running in
He's
circles,
going rogue.
9 to 5, then 5 to 9. You're mine. I tell you what they want you to know, and you consider it the truth. Nobody is opening their eyes.
Nobody's
Our
opening
global
their eyes.
economy is depleting the world of our lives and natural resources. And are you happy?
We're going to take him off the air.
I work for the system.
System. Okay. Who can believe you? Jazz? What a great bass line.
All the time, you know. Some people call it insane. Yeah, they call it insane. I play Russian roulette every day, a man's sport with the bullet called live. Yeah, mama called live. You know that every time I try to go where I really wanna be, it's already where I am. You know I'm ready to. Look up, mucho, mushroom, ping pong, setting around the
C minor, y'all.
I got a gun the other day from Saco. It's cute, small, it's right in my pocket.
Yeah, right in my pocket.
My girl, you know she lashes out at me sometimes, and I just kick her and then, oh baby, she's okay. Keep her away, she's with that drop to push my face to the ground. They're all doing suck up my motherfucking brains. My girl, the kombucha mushroom people sitting around all day. If I leave you, let your mother.
The kombucha mushroom people sitting around all day. Who can believe you?
I sit in my desolate room. No lights, no music. Just over. Killed everyone. I'm away.
This is so interesting.
But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? It all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say?
That went to C
It all
Phrygian.
goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. In the end, it all goes away. In the end, it all goes away. In the end, it all goes away.
That's gonna happen. It's all gonna go up in smoke, is what's gonna happen. That's a short song, but holy crap, there's a lot packed into that, y'all. I almost want to go back and watch it again. Should we? I think we should. It's really short. Hang on a second. Let me rewind it. We're gonna pull a power play here. I gotta go back and look at all of this because there's a lot here. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. We're gonna watch the whole thing again. Here we go.
Good evening.
So
I'm Erica Lost. NATO forces bombed Serbia and Kosovo.
this is
An
really
unidentified man
fascinating.
is being held for questioning by the FBI for suspected links
They
to
start
last month's
with a
biological
newscast,
virus
right?
tests.
With
In local news, a dog
an
named
aged,
Hero
gray-haired
takes the
white
grand
man
prize at the annual. I wish
telling
I
you
could
the
tell
news,
more pertinent
and-
news. But we're in a rating system here, and the key factor
and he
is
breaks.
Sensationalism.
they've got you running in circles, 9 to 5, then 5 to 9.
I love the
You're
editing
fine.
too.
I tell you what they want you to know, and you consider
you're not
the truth.
like we're not supposed to be hearing
Nobody
this.
is opening their eyes.
It's a real breaking of that fourth wall.
Economy is depleting the world of our lives and natural resources.
Natural
And are
resources.
you happy? Come on! I work for the system.
I work for the system. And then they go into this. Right into the chorus. Kombucha mushroom people sitting around all day. Like you people that think you have everything figured out. You're so separated from reality and the rest of society. Who could possibly believe you when you say anything? And I love that guitar riff. It's just a simple C minor chord.
You know that every time I try to go where I really wanna be, it's already where I am. 'Cause I'm already there.
And then into a slightly different riff here. But the same tempo and same key. Back into the chorus. And they've got the American flag behind them.
I got a gun the other day from Saco. It's cute, small.
The bass playing is awesome too, by the way.
My girl, you know she lashes out at me sometimes, and I just kick her and then, oh baby, she's okay. People are always chasing me down, trying to push my face to the ground. They're all doing suck up my motherfucker.
People are always tracing me down, trying to push my face to the ground. Where all they do is suck out my MFN brains. It's got such an interesting emotive voice too that cuts through all of the sounds that they're making.
My desolate room, no lights, no music.
And this reminds me of musical theater.
Everyone, I'm away forever. But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? You and all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? You and all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say?
They start bringing in that half step above C, which makes it sound frigid, and they get faster and faster. How do I feel? What do I say? We don't know what reality is anymore. It builds, and it builds, and it builds. We get manic. We don't know what reality is anymore. And it all blows up. Frickin' brilliant, y'all. It really, really is. Wow. And their first time out of the gate, too. What a way to announce your presence to the world, right? So, what are they talking about here? Why is it called sugar? In my read-in, sugar is a well-known euphemism for cocaine. And so I think that the song takes on somewhat of a double meaning, but it's interrelated. It's about the consequences of drug abuse, but it's also, I think, about America specifically, our obsession with drugs, and comparing it to our obsession with sugar, because there was some food in there too, like pie, right? So comparing our addictions to these substances, which both have, quite a bit of pull to them, they make us want to keep taking more and more and more and more. And it's about how we're obsessed with our own self-gratification. Maybe. Either way, I think the overarching viewpoint, especially with the opening of the video with that newsman, right, is how we are all caught up in a system that uses us, that abuses us, and then via talking heads manipulates us and gaslights us into not really noticing the use and abuse as much, right? It keeps us fighting amongst ourselves while those in positions of power continue to corrupt the system that we have for their own selfish gratification. And with these guys, it's a warning of the downfall of a democratic society. And this came out in 98. We're now 25 years on. Can you imagine that? It's been 25 years since System of a Down released their first album. And all these years later, we're now grappling with such a society as they're really describing here. It was on the horizon when they wrote this, but I think it's fully here now. Our society, we're grappling with something that's wholly corrupt. It seems like it, and there's no real source for important information about what's going on that we can all trust in. And, we have this corrupt societal system. It gets hard to change when our populace is addicted to things that selfishly feed ourselves instead of things that promote justice and prosperity and things that are good for the whole of society, right? So in the end, Rage Against the Machine, their own band name, I think then is the basic point of view of this song, their first single. And sadly, what I think they are raging about has only become worse in the 25 years since this song has been released. And I remain hopeful. Maybe that's a full errand, but I remained hopeful that we can find a way to fix our frayed society before we completely come apart. And right, there's what a metaphor that was. So yeah, what a world it would be if we gave this band a society that causes them to no longer need to call themselves Rage Against the Machine. What a society that would be, right? Either way, this band has a way of fusing their musical sounds and their political speech in a way that's so effective that, few other recent bands, I think, have been able to capture in such a profound way. And I have a lot of respect for the musicians in System of a Down. I hope to get to more of their music in the future, but that is all for today. Sugar, their very first shot out of the gate, and man, what a way to announce yourself to the world. This has been eye-opening and pretty exhilarating to listen to. System of a Down with their first single, Sugar. Thanks for being with me, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.